Welcome back to the Oppo Find X6 Pro performance testing, guys. In this video I'm gonna show some benchmarks on the Oppo, and because I have the current king of Android phones, the S23 Ultra, I'm going to also do the same, so we have some reference to compare. So expect the usual stuff like Geekbench and also 3dMark, and I'm gonna also try to sneak in some interesting moments to try to evaluate just the performance based on the benchmark. Now I always make this comment, guys, synthetics are synthetics. So I will do a whole other video focusing in real life performance, because this sometimes might as well differ from what we get on all of those benchmarks. But let's try to set the scene right, and we can start with a 3dMark extreme test. So the 3dMark extreme test is going to put the phones through a hell of 20 loops. And guys, I'm going to measure the temperature, see how it goes, and eventually at the end we're going to compare the highest scores with the lowest scores. Why? Well, we are interested into the delta, the gap. The gap will show us actually the stability rating. Now again, I need to make this disclaimer, guys. Don't trust 100% only benchmarks. My cat, again, jumping in the frame. Well, I probably need to give my cat a salary. Anyway, guys, both phones are going to be set on auto brightness using the light mode. And also, guys, they are going to run on the very highest resolution, which is WQHD for the S23 Ultra and QHD Plus here on the Oppo Find X6 Pro. Also, what I am going to do, I'm going to enable the special modes if they have some. Now, if we go inside the battery on ColorOS, guys, and we click to more settings, you're going to see that there is something called high performance mode. The system always operates in a high performance mode, but it will increase extra power consumption. And you can just see that will also result into phone heating up. And yeah, this is something you can measure. On the S23 Ultra, we have two performance profiles, the standard, which is the one we're going to use, and also a light one. The standard balances between everything. The light one puts a bit more priority on the battery. This setting should not really apply to games, potentially also benchmarks. But nevertheless, guys, I'm going to keep it like this. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to close everything. I'm going to close everything here as well. I'm going to put both phones in a do not disturb mode, and we're going to start. Before we start, let's do a temp reading. We have 30 Celsius on the Oppo, and we have 28 on the S23 Ultra, so I would call it even. I'll start now both tests, guys, and I'm also going to measure. So the Oppo is going to be on top, the Ultra is going to be here, the bottom phone, guys. And yeah, let's just see how good this will go for both phones. I'm gonna measure the temperature every 3 or 4 rounds to just see where we are, and you can, by the way, also observe the frame. Now I'm going to speed up the video, guys, because I want to save your time and also try to show a bit more of the benchmarks. And of course, I need to get also my cat out of this video. We're now in the loop number 6. It's time for the first temp reading. 41.8 for the Oppo, 42.4 on the S23 Ultra. So far so good, guys. We can just see we have almost the same frame rates, above 20 FPS. So let's just see how well the both phones are gonna keep up with this. Loop number 8, guys. 45 Celsius already on the Oppo and 44 on the S23 Ultra. I would expect as of now to have the same performance because I just observed the frame rates in real time, but let's just see, we have 12 more loops to go. We have initiated the loop number 10, 47 on the Oppo, wow, and 45 on the S23 Ultra. 45 and 47, guys. From what I see right now on screen, even without having the final results, the Oppo seems to maintain higher frame rates, but let's just see. There are 10 more loops to go. I know also from other reviewers that at some point something happens and then a very aggressive thermal management starts on the Oppo, and the frame rates really drop to something like 5, 6, 7 frames per second. And I can just see, even right now, guys, you can just see that consistently the Oppo F6 Pro maintains a higher frame rate and almost the same parts of the test, right? But this doesn't mean that the Oppo can do this for quite a long time. And when you play games for hours and hours, this is very important. So the overall stability rating will be very important to see if the Oppo can beat the S23 Ultra, which has something like 68, 70, 75%. This is also some of the tests that I did in the past. You can check them here. And now let's speed up the video again. And before we do so, guys, this is what I was talking to. The Oppo dropped the frame rates right now to, you can see, 8 per second. The Galaxy S23 Ultra remains stable with something like 16, 18, even sometimes more than 20 FPS per second. So let me just see, guys. This happened at test number 11, and the Oppo right now hits 46.3. So apparently at some point when the Oppo feels the hit, some aggressive thermal control will kick in. The Galaxy is able to operate something with 2 degrees lower than the Oppo. The Oppo now seems to regain a bit. So this was a strange drop. Imagine if we have to be doing like a CPU thermal throttling test. This is going to be one of those times when the curve will fall, meaning that the phone can no longer handle the heat, and that you'll try to limit down the power to conserve the phone battery, and of course also to limit somehow the heat. Alright, this is going to be an interesting test. Right now the Oppo is again leading in terms of frame rate, but again, guys, we still have 8 rounds to go, and yeah, that's gonna be an interesting test. I barely can wait for this to finish. We are now in loop number 14, and you can see, guys, it's the same situation. The Oppo goes down to 5, right, and then it recovers back to 20, and the S23 Ultra seems to be stable in this test. 43.6 on the S23 Ultra, 45 even here. Now let's also do a reading on the Oppo, 45.6. So I would say that they ran about the same temperatures, 45, but it seems that the Oppo is struggling. See here, guys, FPS now 6. The Galaxy really doesn't fall below 10. So I would expect in the end to have a better stable picture on the S23 Ultra versus the Oppo. Now, the biggest question is, can you feel this when you play real games in real time for hours and hours? And this is something that we have to answer, but nevertheless, benchmarking are just here to give us some indication on where things might go or not go. Okay, let's speed up and see the final results. "46 degrees, guys, for the Oppo, and 44 for the S23 Ultra, 45.5. So we are now approaching the end result, and I want to share some of my thoughts, guys. It seems really that the S23 Ultra is stable. How do I know this? Because I can see that the S23 Ultra maintains higher average frame rate. Although I can also see that the Oppo is somehow getting a higher frame rate. So maybe the peak performance for a very small amount of time of the Oppo is slightly, just a minor fraction better. But in general, this doesn't really count if we have things like this. See here, the FPS drops to 6, and the S23 Ultra maintains over 10, which is almost double. And yeah, you can also just see we have something like a slideshow on the Oppo, and it runs slightly better on the S23 Ultra. We now approach the final test, guys, so it's going to be very interesting to see also like the top things, like how many percentage of battery both phones lost, also what is the highest frame rate, and the main point is the highest loop scores versus the lowest loop scores. And I guess also this is going to be used by 3dMark to determine the percentage of the stability. All right, you're almost there. See, guys, the FPSs on the Oppo are slightly higher than the one we have on the S23 Ultra, and then boom, directly drop again. So from 20 something to 6, which is not so much stable. So again, peak performance might be a bit higher, but the sustained performance is what we see here on the S23 Ultra. And now, by the way, both phones are finishing the test, guys. Wow, oh my god, they are really very heated in my hands. The highest loop score, contrary to what I've seen, guys, is on the S23 Ultra with 3,809, and the lowest one was 2,426. And this results in an overall stability rating of 63%, and you can just see how the graphic looks like on the S23 Ultra, guys. We don't have here any steep drops. Compared to what we see on the Oppo, the highest loop score was only 3,688. The lowest one was 1,536, resulting into, I would say, a poor stability rating. What is interesting though is that the first few tests, guys, see, the Oppo was able to maintain a very stable performance up to the loop number 10. And the S23 Ultra really has a different take on thermal management. It starts to degrade with the performance, but it's not drastic, and it does it really over time, quite with this very minor increments. As to the Oppo, you know, gave us the best performance, boom, Then suddenly in round number 11, guys, we got this big drop. Then it recovered a bit, then we got another big drop, guys. And this is really how it looks like. This is the performance range, comparing the frame rate to the best and the worst loops. And you can just see how stable the S23 Ultra is, guys. From the first loop to the last loop. So the green line here is the first loop and the purple line is loop number 19. And you can just see, guys, the Oppo, right? At some point, boom, degraded. Now let's check the performance rating. We lost 12% battery on the S23 Ultra and 14% of the battery on the Oppo. And also very important, guys, you can just see the temperature was about the same, though the Galaxy was running a bit cooler. This is the internal readings. And also, guys, I felt that Oppo was getting high frames. No, the frame rate on the S23 Ultra was from 11 to 28 FPS, and here, guys, from 6 FPS to 27 FPS. And we can also see here the temperature and the frame rate, right? So we can just see the Galaxy had only one minor drop, and the Oppo, guys, at some point really started to suffer. Now both phones had the chance to recover, guys. So 33 on the Oppo, and let's just check 29 on the Samsung. Now, guys, what I want to do right now, I want to play a game. This game is going to be Asphalt, and I am going to show you something very, very important, guys. I'm going to go inside the game booster on the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, and on game optimization, it's going to be set to performance. But not only this, guys, I'm going to go inside the game booster and check the alternative game performance management, which should really enable all the power from the Ultra to the game. Of course, this will result into serious heating whatsoever, and I'm going to do pretty much the same on the Oppo Find X6 Pro. I'm going to choose here the Pro Gamer, which is exactly the same mode used for competitive gaming. The idea is to maximize the phone performance, and of course it will really heat up the device, consume more power. I don't really care. I'm going to turn it on, guys, and without any further ado, I'm going to launch the very same game on both phones. So I'm going to have here the Asphalt 9, and the idea will be to play it for at least 20 minutes to just see what is going to happen on both phones, okay? It's very important when we do these benchmarks to understand that they're not really bound to real life, at least not in all of the times. So let's just start the game here, show you the settings, guys, and then we can take it from there. I'm gonna open the settings right now on the Oppo, also the settings on the S23 Ultra. I'm gonna go to game settings here, sound and display on both phones, guys, and you can just see that I'm using the high quality settings. So now I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna start a game, and let's play it. I will now initiate some gameplay. We are also going to measure the temps, so let's just do a baseline before we start. So the Oppo starting at 33 and the Galaxy S23 Ultra at 31.2. And yeah, the idea really is to observe which will just compromise on the performance. And let's hope that they are going to be able to maintain really the best in their performance. The first round was quite nice, guys, so I'm just gonna try to replay this round until I feel the suffering from either phones. 35 on the Oppo, guys, and also 33 on the S23 Ultra. I have a feeling that this game is by far our challenge for these beautiful beasts of phones, guys. But anyway, this test is going to be right now with Asphalt, so let's just keep going and see if this phone is going to have any problems after 20 minutes of Asphalt 9. I'm already playing this Asphalt 9 game, guys, since almost 15 minutes, and I don't really think that's a match for this phone. So I think I can play for hours and really will not suffer anything. And just a temp check, guys, will show me 34 on the Oppo, guys, and 34 on the S23 Ultra. So I can now conclude that, yeah, specifically when playing Asphalt, I don't think that you're gonna have any problems with using both phones. Again, if you are using all the beast mode like I did with the performance mode here and with the special gamer pro mode on the Oppo Find X Pro. Of course, my test will continue, guys, so look for my next videos. I'm gonna put it into some more extreme conditions like I did with the iPhone 14 Pro and the S23 Ultra, like sharing a screen, like this so-called like AMAT scenario that I took from the in-depth tech review, which I really like, playing a game, using navigation, sharing it, so it's gonna be really crazy. But right now we can conclude that both phones can operate quite nice, and things like Assault that are actually graphically intensive run really quite well. I'm really hope that you like this video, guys. If that's the case, don't forget to really like it. Leave a comment down below, guys. Stay safe. VST over and bye.